I know that's how you are, but not me. I'm down with the French. It's all good.
Well, we've got the countdown, 10-second countdown right here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Justice, before we begin here, a quick little tad bit of information. Jeez. I'm actually French.
Fire. Really?
Yes. So I can make fun
Well, then you should like the French more.
So I can make fun of them, because that's my heritage. We're in game right now. Let's give a rundown for you. 6 incoming members: Gros, malin, carcass, davtos, cheshirecat, fearsome, and the big, well, not the big Thor, the little Thor for the G team right here. Incoming Axis versus 4K, and nataku, CGM, acidbeard, yilider, explicit, and zommy. Now, we've had a lot of action going on in the gate area itself, as you can pretty much expect. Nice support fire right there from 4K, explicit, getting the magic done right from the start, taking down 3 incoming members of the French Gros team, who are now pretending to be the Axis. Justice, we got a green light on the gate hatch, but it's not going to happen as 4K explicit does it again. A nice grenade toss right there. 4K is all over the gate area. These guys have got that gate area dominated here tonight. Cheshirecat's the engineer for the Gros team, leaning over now at the plant. Oh, takes a grenade from acidbeard. Game over. Justice, back to you.
Well, it looks like both teams are taking it a little bit easy. You know, in the American style, you tend to see the Allied team come out really strong and just pound and pound and pound over and over. Yeah, there's a big chance of applause. They're getting it done in the triple. But really, Warwitch, we're not seeing a whole lot of Allies push. The Axis has gotten a pretty easy job so far. Although they are unable to blow that hatch, the Allies not. Well, now they're coming in, Warwitch. Now they're moving in force, so I'm going to pass the action back to you.
Well, what we got looking at right here, 4K has got control of the gate area. They've recaptured the flying area itself. The gate hatch has not yet been blown. We got a lot of incoming Allied artillery strikes on the Axis spawn point. Axis side as 4K is going to be moving over. Incoming G team Gros right here. The French Axis team now sweeping into the main gate area. Machine gun fire, MP40 and Thompsons, but 4K is there to shut them down. We got the likes of 4K Zombie medic here on the right-hand side. 4K explicit Lieutenant, 4K acidbeard medic, and 4K CGM, CGM Lieutenant as well. Incoming Gros team. The French are having a hard time here, leaving the Axis spawn point. They're kind of slowly moving up to the Maginal Wall right here in the forefront, but the not having a good time as they engage against the Allied team tonight. 4K on round 1, set 1 right there. A little TK action. 4K Zombie taking out CJM right there, and 4K acidbeard taken down by 4K yilider, it looks like right there. So a little TK action going on. A nice panzer bounce by 4K yilider right there, and we'll pass the fun back to you, Justice. What exactly is going down right here? Why is it that Gros is having such a hard time making the penetration here of the central section of the assault?
Well, 4K is doing a good job of keeping up the crossfire. They spread out well, and as soon as the Gros guys attack, they've got 5 different guns shooting in all different directions. It's really hard, but the Gros making a good push here. They now have the gate planted. They have the flag under control, and they are pushing hard over the tarmac. They're near the half-track Warwitch. It looks like I'm following Thor with the Panzerclaws. He's about to let it loose. Oops, brings it back. 4K on their side, getting set up in the tower defense. I'm going to pass the action back to you so I can figure out what we're looking at here, buddy.
Well, we got 6:24 on the clock right here. We got a massive German rush here. Gros team. Oh, I'm speaking Japanese. Yilider right there. Nice 4K Panzer bounce. Long range from the comm tower. It spots a whole slew of the Gros team around the half track. Let's loose with the Panzerfaust, but he takes down 4 of their members, so that's going to stop what could have been an initial assault right there from the French Gros team on the Axis offense here tonight. But we do have a dynamite plant down by the warehouse door. That means that now the Gros team can come in from above and below. The Axis team now breached the warehouse door. Justice, how are things looking? Underground or above ground? I'm not sure quite where you're haunting at the moment. Give us a rundown.
Well, I'm looking at the 4K defensive setup. It looks like they're playing heavy up in the hill. They have a couple guys looking over the tarmac. I don't see any kind of sniping, so I imagine with this ping, it's not quite realistic to believe that a sniper could dominate as we see in the American matches. We have a couple guys up top in the tower. Basically, they're just covering all the entrances. They've got one guy looking down the ladder area into the garage. They've got a couple guys in the hills surrounding the stairs. We now have an incoming rush by Gros, so I'm going to pass it back to you, bud.
Incoming rush from the Allied garage right there again. 4King yilider spotted and stops that rush in a big way. Panzerfaust again from the upper communication tower sees the incoming rush by the spiral stairwell out of the Allied garage, opens fire, takes down 3 members of the Axis team. Say good night and game over. That's going to stop yet another rush of the Gros team here tonight as they try to get it done. Lots of markers across the tarmac here around the German bomber on the German or Allied defensive side. The markers now laying down the hurt, but no incoming targets, no incoming Gros right now. A tag team duo, fearsome medic and malin Leutman now moving by the half track, splitting up. One going left, one going right now. Fearsome and malin now moving together on the left-hand side by the midpoint. The hatchway down below. Now we've got a lot of action around the Allied garage, a lot of incoming action going down right here. Justice, you've got to lock on the action. I'll pass it to you.
Well, Thor and company on the G team are waiting in the garage for their teammates to come up. Here comes Fearsome. Here comes Malin. Now looks like we should be expecting an incoming French rush any second here, Warwitch. And it looks like it has begun as I'm following Carcass and Thor up the steps. Lots of airstrikes being tossed up in the hill. Oh, there's a Panzerfaust. yilider getting the job done with the double. The Gros team having a good push, but not quite enough spam connects. And 4K stays standing. Warwitch, back to you.
Definitely for the Gros team to get the penetration they need, they're going to have to take out yilider. Yilider right there is the one that is laying down the most damage and the hurt to the incoming rushes of the Gros team. Gros from France are not used to the spammy style action of yilider doing it again. Yilider is a monster. Another 3-man kill right there. He takes down Cheshirecat. He takes down Thor and Fearsome. Go down in an orgy of fire as the Panzerfaust reaches out and touches someone here. So that yilider, incredible kill action going on right here. We've got Carcass, Gros team under the German bomber. He's cowering. He's a Leutman, and now he moves across the tarmac to the Allied garage. He's all alone, and he is now moving into the garage where he's going to hold up to them for a moment and stand by with the action. Back to you.
I followed him into the garage. No, I'm lost. Getting back up to the tower. 4K definitely in strong. Really, they don't have a lot of front defensive assault sort of positions. Like, if the Gros team suddenly attacked up top over the tarmac, I don't think a lot of 4K would be there to stop them. Instead, they rely heavily on the spam. They might not be in the best positions for the machine gun fire, Warwitch, but as we saw earlier, they let the spam fly. We've seen hundreds and thousands of airstrikes so far, of artillery strikes. Whenever the Gros team goes up top, what the Euros do on the 4K side is just let loose a barrage of spam right near that half track, right near the vent in the middle of the field. We have an incoming attack. Warwitch, back to you.
Another incoming attack right there from the garage. Once again, letting loose the spam. We got a rush into the around the spiral stairwells. The Gros team comes up from the garage themselves. The French rushing inwards into their Axis uniforms. But again, yilider and comrades shut them down with the spam of grenade airstrikes and Panzerfaust fire. 1:25 on the clock right there. Long range Allied Panzerfaust. Midfield takes out no targets as we see several members of the Gros team now dangling about there, trying to get something together, get some kind of play in motion right here, but not seeing much from the Gros team at the moment, who are about 1 minute away from not scoring themselves the needed destruction of the communications tower. Time is counting down. Keep in mind again, there's a 30-second plant time on the dynamite itself, so they are generally they've got about 20 more seconds to get it done. Things are looking bleak here for the Gros French team, and 4K locking it down. These guys are all over the back inside just by the communication tower. Now laying down for spam again. Yilider right there. Oh, Lord. Good God almighty, Yilider. Okay. Did you see that incredible 4K action as Zommy, Yilider, and Nataku open up with Thompsons and Panzerfaust taking down the entire incoming Gros team. They're down, and I'll tell you what, Justice, take us home. We've got a 30-second warning, buddy. All you.
23 seconds left. Not going to get the job done. Not enough for Gros. Gros doing a good job of getting to the garage. However, not being concise enough in their attack. They were tossing a lot of spam, letting them know that they were coming, and yilider just waiting on top of the comm tower, looking down at those stairs. As soon as the Gros team tossed those airstrikes, he just let loose the Panzer boss every time, got 3 or 4 kills. The Gros team needs to come back next round and really have a good showing here in order to get some momentum back in their favor, and hopefully get something working here as we now have the 4K team ready to go as the Axis squad. Warwitch, I'm not making sense, so I'm going to hand it back to you.
Justice, we're used to it. You're Italian. It's the way it is.
Yep, it's true. I don't really know how to talk. If you could see me, I'm talking with my hands. If you could see me, if we had a video camera, it'd be all good, but until then, you're just going to have to decipher my cryptic messages here.
Using the German Enigma machine, we're going to do that for you right here, right now. Rolls are going to get reversed here for you tonight, and what we're looking at, 4K Axis incoming, 6-on-6 versus Gros Allied defense here. The storyline for you right here is this. Gros incoming Axis team are unable to do it. 10 minutes on the clock here gives 4K all the time they need. Already a 9:31 on the clock. Incoming 4K. Dynamite plant on the gate hatch. Monumentally fast as in the French team. The British getting it done here, and they're donning the Axis uniforms here tonight at World War II 1944 fun. 4K acidbeard up there on the wall. He's a medic, and I'm not sure what he's doing up there. Just having a good time. Hopping around, hopping from wall to wall, slipped on down, and incoming 4K now rush across the tarmac. We got a major rush right here, Justice. It looks like 4K is going to take it up on top and really make an initial push towards the communication tower. Give us a rundown of the strat they are utilizing tonight.
Well, the G team on defense started out with half their squad at the tower. Not a normal strategy I'm used to, where we see all of the teams really rush hard against that flag. Now, the 4K team easily cutting down the 3 guys that did go towards the tower. Now pushing, they're about to the half track now. They're really playing conservatively, moving up kill by kill, trying to get that long range action going on. Now Malin is retreating back to his area. Oh, Malin is on the G team. The G team came out on top there. Oh, go French. I'm lost, Warwitch. Save me.
Well, we're back in the gate area right there. The Axis 4K team lost the gate area. The likes of Malin and compatriots recapturing it for a short time, but not lucky with the respawn right there. 4K gets the nice respawn. They're back in the gate area. They've got a nice rush right there. 4K now across the tarmac here, taking a lot of machine gun fire from above. The rat-a-tat-tat from the communication tower. You can see the flashes into the darkness here as the G team in position to defend. 4K now laying down the airstrikes. It is 4K explicit dropping the airstrike above, finding no target. A negatory could not seize a target. Incoming 4K now to the Allied garage. We're going to have a rush of these guys here in a moment. We're going to find out exactly what they can do. We've got 4K explicit Leutman, CJM, medic, zommy, engineer. He's the one to watch. Zommy going to try to get things done right here. 4K Yilders, MP40 taken down. A little action of little Thor from the G team taken down right there. 4K Zombie's the engineer now waiting for the rest of his 4K team to gear up. A little machine gun fire in the spiral stairwell. Justice is going to happen right here, right now. We've got the entire 4K team in the Allied garage. They're waiting for the command, and these guys are going to be moving in to get it done right here and right now tonight on the Team Sportscast Network. Justice, back to you.
Alright, well, the first airstrike has been tossed out of the ladder. Here comes the 4K squad, rushing hard, getting out, team kill. Explicit takes out Zombie. G-Team cleaning up Warwitch. Thompsons and MP40s mowing down the incoming 4K. We do have a couple guys who made it out top and following nataku. Nataku is taken down by Thor's handgun. And the 4K team doing a good job with the medic action, but I don't think it'll be enough as only one of them is left standing to face off against 3 or 4 of the Gros members. Warwitch, it was a good push, but the Gros team really held it together there. Back to you, bud.
Well, it looks like the French defense here, the Allied defense tonight, the Gros team, G team, and not the A team, the G team here tonight. A stronger defense than they have in offense. Now around the mountainside, around the comm tower, we've got Malin. He's a lieutenant, backed up by Davtos, the medic, also backed up by Little Thor, G, the soldier, and Cheshirecat, the medic as well. These guys all over the back hillside of the mountain, moving like ants. They're setting up their perimeter defense, and they're standing guard against the incoming Germans. Gonna really try to invade France yet again right here at 1944 Fun, but the French have learned their lesson, and they're not gonna let it happen this time. It is an epic struggle tonight. The French versus the English. Gros versus 4Kings and 4K explicit. Really laying down a lot of hurt with the sniper rifle. He's had several massive kills right there. It looks like we've got one member from the Gros team. Carcass down with a 999 justice. That's going to hurt the G defense here tonight as he goes down and suffers. We got a green light on the communications tower out of nowhere. A strike force of 4K incoming. It is yilider right there at one plant and a double plant there at 5:13 on the clock. Watch out. 4K has got control of the communication tower. Justice, take us home.
Well, the Gros team getting ping-owned here. 4 of their members go 999 for about 10 seconds. Long enough for the 4K team to capitalize and take control of that
Someone got knifed.
top area. Team killing, going nuts. I don't know what the deal is with that. Someone got knifed, but it was his own teammate who did it. The Gros team definitely getting hurt by the pings tonight. 4999, not a good equation, Warwitch, for the French. And they're now down one man on top of that. They only have 5 players. I believe that we will be moving servers. I think Wyatt said that the Boston server is next on our list. So, I expect some server information shortly, buddy. Back to you.
Well, and let's go ahead and move to something to waste some time. Tonight's Shoutcast. What we're doing here for you tonight, it is the QuakeCon 2002 Qualifiers, and probably a good time to play the commercial. At Mesquite, Texas, in about 50 days, TSN, the official shoutcasting station of QuakeCon 2002. We'll be back to cover the action here. It looks like we're going to be switching servers. Gros is the French versus 4K, the British scum. Hey guys, I love you. Tonight, stick around, guys. TSN.
This summer, the Team Sportscast Network is streaming the hottest LAN event of the season directly into your room, all the way from Dallas, Texas. Join TSN as we bring you live 24-hour-a-day coverage from QuakeCon 2002 in Dallas, Texas. Tune in for live tournament coverage, interviews, music, and more. When? Thursday, August 15th through Sunday, August 18th. Where? Mesquite Convention Center, Mesquite, Texas. Only on the official QuakeCon station. TSN. For more information, visit www.quakecon.org. Fight. Has that tired old cloth-covered mousepad of yours given you the slip one time too many? God! Everglide supplies a variety of affordable mousepads designed to satisfy your computing needs. Whether you are a hardcore gamer or just someone that needs that extra bit of accuracy, Everglide's precision mousing surfaces are just what the doctor ordered.
Nice!
Don't get snagged by ordinary run-of-the-mill cloth pads. Let your mouse glide easily over one of our ultra-smooth, optical-friendly pads. With Everglide, you'll have the kind of smoothness you need to keep on fragging. We also offer custom-printed mousing surfaces. If you've ever wanted your team's logo on a mousepad, now's your chance to own one personally designed for you. Don't keep waiting. Just stop by www.everglide.com and order yours today. Everglide mousing surface configurations are protected under national trademark laws. Not incorporated as a wholly owned sub-S corporation. Visit everglide.com for details.
gentlemen, ladies, Europeans, Americans, we're back. We'll be covering 4K, but in a moment. Phone call to justice right there in the background. Jay, welcome back, buddy.
Hey,
And then with the TK
to the A, doing a good job laying down the sniper.
and with the countdown on, in just a moment, it looks like we're going to lose that tower. The tower is down, and the Axis win justice. A very short round, the time set to 2:31, 4K. A little more aggressive this time than the last round. And then with the TK action with the knife, the Axis goat came out of his pen. He began to frolic. It was chaos. It was havoc. It was wild stuff. Wild stuff. And it's been good. It's been good fun. That's from SNL. It is.
Well, Warwitch, looking at the strats of both teams, I'm not sure that either one is prepared for stopwatch because both teams really playing too conservative for their own good. The 4K team and the Gros team both jumping out with the tower defense right off the bat. Neither team really pressing the forward deployment flag, although 4K did it a little better than the Gros team. I would like to see both of these clans really be more aggressive in their strategy. Both teams relegated to just waiting for the incoming rush. Both teams' offense are allowed to get into that garage pretty much and really attack their will. And then it's the defense to react to the incoming rush of the Axis. We are live now, buddy, and oh boy, it's like the engineer forgot to plant it on the, I'm being forced back into first person, so I'm going to pass it back to you.
Absolutely, it's a game right here. Here's the quick rundown for you. The storyline 1-0 4K, 4K incoming Axis, acidbeard, nataku, explicit, zommy, CJM, and yilider versus the allied defense, malin, cheshirecat, thor, carcass, fearsome, and davtos here tonight. Both teams now engaged in battle. And the game underway. 4K explicit sniper rifle right there, laying down a herd of cheshirecat and carcass. Damn, being forced into first-person mode. Justice, back to you.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. This server's going to give us a lot of problems, I can tell. Hopefully Ryle has some answer. 4K doing a good job laying down the sniper fire. We didn't see any sniping in the first round, but now Explicit getting set up. Decides to start taking it to the Gros team, following acidbeard, rushing up the tower. He is a medic. He is on offense. And there is no one from the Gros team to be found. 4K, if they can get an engineer up there, will have a plant easily, as the Gros team is waiting to respawn, but are being surrounded by the incoming 4K offense. Warwitch, back to you.
Well, talking to Wyatt right here, the Ojlet men, he's going to play with the, toy with things here between rounds. 4K zombie already with the plant. Wow, gets it done right there early on. It is 7:54 on the clock. 4K zombie incoming right there. 4K all over the Gros defensive position. We've got a very early plant right there. 4K getting it done. 4K explicit sniper rifle laying down the long range hurt. 4K in charge. 7:40 remains on the clock right here. 4K definitely determined to set a very early time and with the countdown on. In just a moment, it looks like we're going to lose that tower. The tower is down, and the Axis win justice. A very short round, the time set to 2:31, 4K. A little more aggressive this time than the last round, and it shows that they're beginning to leave behind their European strats. Because as I have learned in shoutcasting from Europe, they do not play stopwatch. These guys play MP action, so they're never working against the clock. Here in America, things are definitely different, and that being the case, a team needs to be more aggressive, especially on a stopwatch style setting. Justice, 2:31 on the clock here tonight. Your thoughts about the action we've just seen?
Well, 4K's team really out-fragged and dominated the frag section of the OSP stats here with a team efficiency of 56%. The Gros 44%. Now, that's not a huge spread, considering how quickly they got that plan. But the proof is in the pudding, my friend. We're now going live, and I'm going to pass the action back to you.
I'm with you. Just dabbling yet again. 6-on-6 action. Now's the chance for the Gros team to switch it up, these guys. Now's their chance to shine. Incoming Gros Axis team here. All the Axis directed incoming right there to the central area. Forced into first-person mode, I despise that. I'm not going to be bitching about it here tonight as I'm moving into the gate area. Incoming Axis team Gros capture the gate area here tonight. They've got the gate area in hand. The 4K team dropping the airstrikes over the wall. We got a green light right here on the gate hatch, but it's not going to happen. No engineer unable to get the red light right there. Incoming Gros team now moving into the breach to the Allied side where 4K is there with sniper rifles and MP40 fire. Dropping airstrikes back and forth. Blue and a white fire, white smoke, incoming airstrikes, affirmative target, bombs away. 4K dominating here the incoming Gros team in the breach. Gros having a hard time getting the penetration that they are looking for here on the TSN arena tonight. But Gros comes out on top and his carcass, the Leutman, and then 4K Nataku takes him down with a pistol, buddy, and reclaims the gate area. 110 remains. All you.
Yeah, it's looking harsh for the Gros team now with only a minute remaining and without them having the forward deployment spawn. I don't really think it's possible for them to clear that map in 30 seconds and get a plant down Warwitch. So with a minute remaining, already good games being exchanged, buddy. Gros team didn't really do all that bad, but they were unprepared for the aggressiveness of the 4K rush this time around. 4K also doing a good job laying down the defensive sniper fire. Really doing just an incredible job getting the span down, getting the Panzer fire going, and particularly just the Thompson aim, just out shooting the Gros team. But it's hard. It's hard with only 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Why are you poking me, Wyatt? Oh lord. The OGL admin now interfering with our shoutcast. I just lost it. It's all because of Wyatt.
The dreaded OGL admin here tonight. 7-second countdown, 5 seconds until we are away here tonight from another point from 4K, and there it is. Objective not reached in 2 at 31 right there. That is a 2-0 deficit for the Gros team. 4K is up. They are in charge tonight. They've got the commanding action here this evening as they go against the Gros French team. Gros struggling now against 4K roster and do not wish to go to first-person mode. Justice 2-0 for 4K. Axis team going to be, it looks like the Gros team now trying to set the time of their own. Their chance to shine, buddy. They've really got to switch things around here. Their defense has crumbled and their offense been lackluster. Time for these guys to switch things up if they're going to stand any chance against what appears to be a dangerously powerful 4K team.
Yeah, 4K really showing the aim ability here, Warwitch, going 60% efficiency there, 29 kills, 19 deaths as a team, compared to only 39% efficiency of the Gros team. That means the Gros really needs to come out strong. They need to let the leader do the thinking, and the rest of the 5 guys on the squad just need to focus on fragging, Warwitch. That's what I always say to my team. Of course it never works because my team sucks, as we all know, but the French are smarter. So, if the French can really just focus on getting their guns aimed in the right direction, I think they have a shot here, Warwitch. Back to you.
Well, why don't we continue the action here tonight as the Gros team try to sweep in. Now the Axis, they're going to try to set the time. 4K going to try to hold them off. Gentlemen, in the final round here tonight of 4K versus Gros, the French versus the in-game first-person mode. Gotta love it. It's weird. Silva is going so crazy here tonight. Moving to the gate area here this evening. It's going to be a rundown. I'm a little bit late to the action right here. We got 4K Allied Defense now rushing up. We've got 4K CGM and nice support fire right there. 4K doing it and doing it well. Green light on the gate hatch, but no! 4K Cheshirecat, the engineer, blown away by Yilda Panzerfaust. No, it was someone else. Cheshirecat, the engineer, dives aside, but his 4K comrade blown apart. But we got the red light right there now. 4K falling back from the gate area. Several members falling back to the fuel trucks in the Axis spawn point. One of the bodies of one of their members flying or sailing past them into the air, skittering across the tarmac. Good stuff right there. G. Malin joining the Axis team. Looks like G might have been down 1 member. The G team suffering here. Pings very high for both teams here, and it looks like Malin has been kicked for 2 minutes via Punk Buster for a wrong intensity setting. That's going to hurt the G team who are already ailing tonight. And we got a timeout in action. One timeout being utilized. Justice, back to you.
Well, the 4K team coming out really strong. They were really going aggressive with the rush at first. However, they seemed to tail at the first sign of trouble, Warwitch. Really, they had the upper hand in that situation. They got the Gros team got a couple of guys with spam, and 4K playing it safe, now retreating back to the tower. The G team does have the hatch blown and in full control of the forward deployment flag. We're going live here, Warwitch. Back to you.
Well, catching my breath as we go live yet again, 8:18 on the clock.
Burn, baby, burn.
Let's continue the action here tonight. It is the TSN action, and I'm a little bit, I'm dabbling. I'm dabbling with all my stuff. Wyatt from the OGL committing suicide right there, and Justice, I'm lost. What we're looking at here, 2-0 4Ks with the lead incoming. G team right here trying to make the plant. They're having some hard times with connect issues. 5 members versus the 6 of the allied 4K defense here tonight, and it's looking grim, but the crowd is loving the match this evening. Justice here on the TSN Pavilion. What kind of incoming offense can we expect from a 5-man Gros team at this time?
Well, I think the Gros team is going to try to go the underground route, which they know that they're not going to get past that tarmac. With 1 man down, it's just too hard. Although, they're not heeding my advice. They're taking the top route. Seeing 4 Gros teams exchanging long-range Thompson fire with the 4K who are up towards the capture point. Capture point? Oh, Lord. It's starting all over again, and I'm blaming it on Wyatt once again. The G team retreating back to the flag to make sure that they can get that gate area controlled, as the Allies have momentarily retaken it. 4K Zommy looks like Medic. He's taken out, but the Gros team not getting the flag on time. Warwitch, they killed the ally, but then forgot to get the flag. So we're going to wait for another long respawn. As I'm being forced into first-person mode again, gonna pass the action on to you, bud.
Definitely the server settings here tonight not optimal for shoutcasting action. We're doing our best here tonight for you in the final round, the final matchup. Gros Malin rejoins the server, only to be kicked yet again for improper settings on Punk Buster. It is game over for that guy, leaving the Gros team down 1 member, 5 versus 6. Gros now rushing across the tarmac. 4K acidbeard. It looks like a little TK action right there, taken down by Explicit, who murders his own teammate in the field right there. 4K now, a little treachery of their own. Oh, the yilider yet again says, oh, Shazam. Haven't seen a Panzerfaust kill like that since round 1, set 1. Laying the hood down right there. The carcass, fearsome, and davtos. Dynamite plant near the warehouse. Interest at the 557 mark right there. Gros finally deciding that maybe they should take it underground against a somewhat superior and more numerous 4K allied defense here tonight. Justice, things are not looking good here tonight for the Gros team. It is their last hope, and their last hope is beginning to fade. Back to you.
The only thing going in their favor right now is the 4K strategy. 4K really playing conservative, Warwitch. They could easily force the Gros team back into their own spawn if they had the desire to. I don't know if that's ethical Euro treatment or if they're just used to playing that MP style where defense is really more important than offense. Either way, Gros being allowed to stay in this match. Malin is back on the server. He is yet to be kicked by Punkbuster, so hopefully he figured out that he needs the QuakeCon configuration to be executed before playing. However, we have yet to see a big push from the Gros team, Warwitch. I'm going to pass the action back to you.
Yeah, I got the majority of the Gros team down here. Several members, 3 members. We've got cheshirecat the engineer, we've got Thor the medic, and we've got Carcass the lieutenant. Down in the allied garage, they're holding up for reinforcements. Going to be assaulting the spiral stairwell. Carcass going to lead the way. It starts to lead up there, and Malin backs him up a secondary lieutenant. Carcass now up, first one on point, drops the airstrike, takes a machine gun fire, leaves down the airstrike there. Return airstrikes being exchanged. Incoming incoming. Gros all taken out is a murderous kill from Explicit. Mistime action on Gros' part. They come up the spiral stairwell, and Explicit is there to lay the hurt down. Nice exchange of aircraft fire, but 4K come out on top right there. Little battle going on the hilltops just behind the communication tower. Nice revival being made by 4K acidbeard, reviving 4K Explicit. The lieutenant here tonight with 4 minutes remaining. Justice, what does first-person mode yet again? What exactly does the Gros team need to do at this point to get themselves a plan?
The Gros team needs to stop running into spam arbitrarily, Warwitch. I mean, you gotta be able to hear it coming. You hear that plane fly overhead, and it seems like every time they hear that plane, they run out, only to be destroyed. The Gros team needs to get their heads in the right area, because really it's stuck somewhere it shouldn't be right now. They just don't have it together. They're not in sync. They're not feeling the flow. Not doing the bull dance. Definitely not working it, my friend. They just really need to get a strong push. They're worried so much about tossing their airstrikes above ground. If they would throw the airstrikes at the base of the ladder, if they'd throw them at the base of the steps, and not alert the 4K team as evidently as to their incoming attacks, they might be able to pull something off. Now it's hard. Obviously, Thor is disappointed at this fucking idiots. Now I quit RTCW. Too many lamers pinging and shit. All I wanted was a fair game. Bye-bye. Lame Americans. We're all lame Americans. Evidently not understanding that 4K is from the UK. The French are a little peeved, Warwitch. And it's kind of funny. The Americans are arranging this shit, so we're involved. Not gonna get to QuakeCon at this point. So I guess Gros is giving up. They're instead gonna toss the sportsmanship out the door, go for some low blows, and game over.
Just like World War II, the French bend over. And oh, I hear the goat. I love that. Knifing action going on. Oh, quickly the game turning into an orgy tonight as the Gros team give it up in World War II, just like the first time the Germans roll over them. And good game, France. This time, however, the French are blaming everything but themselves. Goddamn Americans. God forsaken.
Yeah, they're not letting up either. Thor is down. They still have 5 guys sort of playing. We'll see if the match continues. The 4K are good sports about all of this. It's pretty funny. It's lightheartedness at the server. Despite the Gros outbursts, it's just more funny than offensive.
I love that. I've got to give a big shout out to Ray from www.orangesmoothie.com, the OSP. Thank you very much for putting in the access code. Gotta love that guy, man. Knife kills equals access code justice. You did not want to see the day that he would rule the world, but the goat rules you. The goat is greater than you, Jay, and he alone could take over France at this point.
The goat is one, my friend. One. As soon as I get to Texas and I meet that goat, he's going to be barbecue, my friend. Mesquite barbecue.
Mesquite access goat here tonight. 34 seconds. The final round here. Definitely an interesting one. It is going to be a victory, no doubt, for 4K tonight. Who, at this point, are TKing each other with knives and pistols, and the Gros team has given up entirely, hoping that perhaps their incredible apathy will somehow cause the 4K English team to surrender. 4K CGM leads to his death. Commit suicide. Justice, it's game over right here. We get the 4-second countdown.
It's chaos. 1 second left on the board. I don't know where the Gros team was. They haven't left the server yet, Warwitch, but they certainly weren't attacking. So maybe they were just sort of hanging out back in the Axis respawn, having tea or wine and baguettes. I'm not sure. Now a little sportsmanship. Carcass on the G team saying you deserve to win, 4K. Well played. But Malin quickly telling him to shut the F up. So it's comedic here. The French are asking if it's finished.
It's done.
We might still have a game.
No, it's over. It's 3-0. It's 4K's victory.
It's not 3-0 yet, my friend.
It is.
The French could come back.
It's over.
Prepare to fight.
Justice, you and I will be back here in a moment to wrap things up here tonight. Let you know what else is going on here this evening for RTCW. I gotta find myself a song here.
Fight.
Welcome to the wild world of RTCW.